Coming on, back at it, shorty. Back at it. Happy DC morning, shorty. Happy DC morning. Here looking at this Ingolf Turk trial. And I'm on this part where this lady right here, she is giving her testimony. She is the friend of, can I just make it clear? Yeah. She's the friend of the lady who has gone missing. You know? He killed her, shorty. Right? That's what they're saying. I didn't even read all this, actually. I didn't read all that. But I got to the point of I had to stop. I had to stop right there. They asked her, was her friend, the lady who's missing, who was supposedly strangled by the Ingolf Turk, right? He's a doctor, right? Lots of money. He was a surgeon, shorty. A surgeon. So she said he worked 4 days a week, and every time he was in surgery. You know how much that man was probably making, Probably like over $200,000, I think. Just a guess. I think they lived in Florida. Was it Florida? Oh no, Boston. In Boston. Come on, shorty. They got money, boy. So this in the beginning of the COVID. But though it was COVID, and a lot of people broke up during that time or whatever, it was because everybody in front of everybody's face, and all day, all night, people lost their jobs, all this kind of stuff. This is not the reason for that lady to lose her life. Is this reason right here. They asked her, was she aware that her friend was seeking divorce and seeking reconciliation with Ingolf Turk? Let me tell y'all something about this reconciliation BS that people be having all the time. This reconciliation / go into therapy. We need to go to therapy. Let's reconcile. Let's talk about it. Talk about it does not equal peer pressure and staying. People stay together mostly because of peer pressure. If you're not stupid, dumb, low IQ, you know what you want, shorty. You want them kids to disappear so you don't have child support in that way. Yeah, you love your kids. You don't want them to get hurt. If your child squeezes finger, oh my gosh, I'm just thinking about it. Squirming here. I don't want my son to get hurt in no way, shape, or form. You love your children. You love your children. And it goes both ways now when I say this. You know what I mean? If you could have a time machine, right? Or you could go back, you would not be there with that person that you had the child with, right? Or that as a lady that you have the child with. You know what I mean? And a lot of people stay talking about, let me tell y'all something. Stop talking this bullcrap about we staying together for the children. That make no daggone sense. Because when the children go to school in the day, y'all looking at each other. When they go to sleep, y'all sitting there on the couch looking at each other. Angry as a mother effer. You see what I'm saying? When the children in school and they ain't come home yet, and you want that beef fried rice from the Chinese store, and she home, she hungry too, y'all gonna have to communicate. Y'all gonna have to talk. Y'all gonna start arguing again. Cause we all have we are little planets, right? We have our orbit. Our orbit. It encompasses the rainbow of our emotions and who we are, our characteristics, our personality. You see what I'm saying? And if your orbit doesn't encompass someone else's orbit, sometimes it's okay to say goodbye. It's over. It's okay to be the bad person. Do not go through with a wedding. They went to Las Vegas. They were supposed to get married, and they called the wedding off. I think he called it off. I'm now getting into this. This court thing. He called it off, and then he ended up getting married again. Do you know it's good that he called it off the first time? He should have followed his first mind, and he knew it. But what happens? He wanted to be a so-called good person, and the peer pressure of everybody coming to the wedding, he still went through with it. Or whatever. Or her, I moved my kids in with you. I don't care if the lady or the guy moved to another state to be with you, because that is just 3 months of you being a bad person. And they will even turn back to you and say, well, why did you marry me then? 6 years down the road when y'all pissed off at each other. You wasted my time. You know? If orbits not going to match, and they ain't going to match, y'all can have nice little bright times, but the juice, that little bright time, ain't worth the squeeze. Because the squeeze is like the downside. The downside. You know? Those downsides make the juice not worth it. You know what I mean? So don't stay with someone because of peer pressure. Now, however, when it comes to child support, when it comes to that negative, when you look in your Chase account, shorty, when you look in your Wells Fargo account, when you look in your PNC bank account, when you look in your Truist account, when you look in your mother freaking M&T bank account, you see that negative that you put there. You put that negative there because you made this child a permanent fixture in your life with a temporary person. Right? Go back to them videos. Go back to that video I have. The permanent and the temporary, shorty. So all this reconciliation, therapy, talking about it, yo, yeah, at some point you gotta be honest, ma'am. I don't want to be in this anymore. Now there's gonna be jealousy. There's gonna be, oh, you're gonna make sexual memories with someone else, and it's gonna be on the top of the list that some people just can't roll over and go to sleep and let it go about. I can't let you go. I want you. Oh, answer the phone. And then get violent. That's the violent. It's normal to want someone still sexually. Okay? But you got to let them go, shorty. You got to let them go. Okay? And stop lying to yourself. It's okay to be a bad person. Yes, we got in a divorce. Oh, shoot. You know? It's all right. It's okay. Whenever you're in this situation, go down to your courthouse just like they are there and look and see how many people are in that courtroom for their court date. And then realize you have courts all over America. Do you know how many people keep doing the same thing and getting the same result? Is what? An evidence of dumbazzness. So we are greedy. We keep thinking for ourselves, oh shoot, I'm going to try to make this work. Hold on, what you mean you're going to make it work? Everybody in the world been trying to make these relationships work. They sometimes don't work out. They don't work out, and you are not a bad person. Your orbit just don't encompass the other person's orbit. You know? Round and around we go. Swing your partner by the hand. We are hurling through the cosmos on a rock of mud. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, people, I'm going to finish watching this. Check it out. It's by, this is brought to us by the Trial Channel. And the other ones have it too. Law and Crime and all that stuff. Justice of the Process, I think it is. Justice of the Process and the Trial Channel. Yep. Engulf Turk. Well, okay, people. I just gotta tell people, man, it's okay to be the bad guy sometimes. It's all right. It's best to be the bad guy. Take it to you initiate being the bad guy, that someone else turn around telling everybody else that you a evil person and you wasted their time. When you think back, you be like, damn, I know I didn't want to be there. You know, not hateful, but I was finished, you know? Well, all right, shorty. Camera 9, boy. See y'all out there, shorty. See y'all out there.